Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. Bobby Hams here with my very first review of 2020, and it's going to be about the One Piece Stampede animated movie. For those who don't know, One Piece is based on a manga. A manga is a Japanese comic book, usually in black and white, and it's read from right to left. Now, it's often written and drawn by the creator on a monthly or even weekly basis. Makes it grueling work to produce these things. Like Alita Battle Angel, popular manga tend to get animated into cartoons, like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and Bleach, for example. Eiichiro Oda created One Piece, and he drew some inspiration from Akira Toriyama's original Dragon Ball. And going through that first season of Dragon Ball, I think I spotted the episode that may have been a significant influence to Oda. The One Piece manga averages about 15 pages and gets released on an almost weekly basis. The story of One Piece is mainly centered around a teenage boy named Luffy, who wants to become the king of the pirates. But to earn that title, he must survive the dangerous seas and find the greatest treasure in the world, which is called the One Piece. Along the way, Luffy and his crew must sail the dangerous high seas and fight off other treacherous pirates who have that same goal, the world government's navy, who hunt down all pirates, and the emperors of the sea, which are pirates who control large swaths of territory and have fleets of sub-commanders at their disposal. Now, as of 1 January 2020, there have been 967 chapters of One Piece, yet no one knows what the One Piece is, and Luffy still hasn't become the king of the pirates. Honestly, Luffy should have gone after Kim.com if he really wanted to be Pirate King. But I guess the US government beat him to that. So the movie itself premiered in Japan on 1 August 2019 and then went on to other countries in Asia. I only got a chance to watch it a couple of days ago, and I really liked it. Like Avengers Endgame, One Piece Stampede is less of a movie and more of a celebration documenting the 20-year longevity of the series. The anime has been airing on television since 1999, so we're looking at, 21 years now, just about. As such, watching One Piece Stampede without having seen the weekly program or reading the manga would be very difficult to understand. Not impossible, but difficult, because there are very few new characters in this, mainly those who were created for the sake of the plot, while everyone else already has a deep history with Luffy. So it's up to the viewer to know who's who and how they relate to Luffy and his crew. One Piece Stampede is the 14th movie in the franchise, so the story is very basic. There's a pirate festival being put on by a promoter named Buena Fest. There's a treasure hunt at this festival, and the winner gets the former pirate king, Gol D Roger's treasure as a reward. That's the whole plot of the story, really. So with this being the 14th movie, all of the good stuff really is aired on the weekly show and part of the main story arc. The movies are usually their own thing and therefore aren't in canon, and a lot of times the creator's writing or input is absent from the movie because they're too busy writing and drawing the next manga issue, that's supposed to come out. I know Oda drew a few sketches for One Piece Stampede, but I didn't see his name credited as a writer, so the drawings are probably the extent of his involvement with this. Now, the main villain in the movie is a guy named Douglas Bullet. He's supposedly a former crewmate of Gol D Roger, and he thinks getting Roger's treasure will prove that he's the strongest pirate on the seas. And that's all there is to him. He's repeatedly saying, "I'm the strongest, the seas are for the strongest, I'm the strongest." And I mean, he said that so much throughout the whole movie. It wouldn't be impossible for someone to believe his name was "I'm the strongest." Bullet is very similar to the original one-note villain Broly in Dragon Ball Z Movie 8. Not the remake from Dragon Ball Super, like that one actually had some character development to him. But I mean, the one in Movie 8, Bullet is just an ultra jacked meathead who basically repeats the same thing over and over, and he gets really strong. He's very, very strong, and it's up to Luffy to beat him by being stronger. Douglas Bullet is very super forgettable, and I don't think fans will care too much about him. The main attraction of this festival is the familiar faces that make an appearance. All of the most popular characters from the early days of the manga up to the Dressrosa arc show up in One Piece Stampede. I'm talking about Buggy, Sabo, Crocodile, Rob Lucci, Boa Hancock, Smoker, Tashigi, Kizaru, Law and the Worst Generation. All of them and more fight against each other and team up in some way. It's hell of interesting to watch, and it is flimsy to the point of nonsensical, but I can't deny that the fluid artwork, the voice acting, and humor kept my eyes and ears glued to the screen. There's even a sequence near the end at a critical juncture where the anime's very first opening song is played just to drive that good times, good vibe message home, and I fell for it. I'm not gonna lie, I totally fell for it. The only thing, the one single thing that I did not like at all was an out of place fart joke that was in here. I don't know why it was there. It didn't make any sense. And I didn't like it because, to my knowledge, fart jokes have never been a source of comedy for One Piece. I mean, fart jokes happen all the time in all kinds of medium. They happen quite a lot in other anime, like Dragon Ball. There's a whole fight in the original Dragon Ball with Krillin that relies on a fart joke. It's used to the effect that it helps Krillin win a fight during a tournament. So it had a purpose even in Dragon Ball. It was still a fart joke, but it had a purpose. And the only instance that I could probably think there was a whiff of a fart joke is when Frankie debuted with his coup de burst thing, but that also played into his attitude and then became part of the Sunny's ship design. So it's not something that's like prevalent and constantly throughout the series. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Oda's humor was really more about wordplay, Luffy's naivete, and the other characters' quirk. So the fart joke in this movie didn't serve any purpose other than to say, you know, this character farted and it smelled bad. Punchline, I guess? It was a maximum failure on that front. Total failure. In summary though, One Piece Stampede is a harmless entry in the One Piece universe. The animation is excellent, the voice acting is decent, the story is whatever, and the villain is trash, but really, who cares? Luffy teams up with Smoker, and Zoro fights Fujitora. This is 200% a fan service movie, and it isn't shy about that. So if you're not on a shoestring budget like Doflamingo, and you understood that subtle reference, check out One Piece Stampede when it releases on DVD on March 17th. That's gonna do it for this review. Like and subscribe if you like to like and subscribe to things, and I'll see you in 3, 2, 1, peace.